Since I started my journey on learning Tankfist, I've picked up on a few tricks, so I thought I'd make a quick guide. And some of the most important techs to learn on Doomfist for beginners. And since he just got buffed, now is probably the best time to learn Doomfist. So here's a list of the techs I'll be going through, but before I go into it, I wanted to give a hardcore map code for Doomfist to make learning the movements a bit easier, and also so you don't have to jump into an actual game. The only thing to know about this parkour is that power block is reversed back to Doomfist's old ability, uppercut. And at the end of the video, I'll go over some of the parkour so you can actually complete it, because some parts are a little tricky. So movement tech number 1 is the rocket punch jump. This one is fairly straightforward, but very effective to get in and out of fights. And to do it, all you have to do is power punch, and then jump at the end of the animation. And you will keep the momentum and go a lot farther than just a regular punch. And an important part to this tech is you keep the momentum of whatever direction you are facing. So here on the parkour map, I can illustrate how this works. I'm going to punch forward, but at the corner of this building, I'm going to jump in the direction of the bridge to go under the bridge. Movement tech number 2, the slam cancel. This one is fairly intuitive, but all you have to do to slam cancel is hit your slam button again after you seismic slam. Example, I play on PC, so slam is going to be on the shift key. So I hit shift to seismic slam, and then I just hit shift again before I hit the ground, and I won't slam the ground. I'll show why this is useful later, but the other part to slam cancel is you can cancel it with power punch or power block, and each have their own use, but I'll be covering slam canceling into power block. So here on Eichenwald, you can get to the top of the castle by slam canceling into power block to keep the momentum of the slam, and it allows you to reach high grounds that you normally aren't able to with just seismic slam. Movement tech number 3, spawn rollouts. This tech is to get back into the fight quicker, but should only really be done at spawn since you're using both of your abilities. So here on Junkertown Defense for first point, roll out fast, fully charged, your power punch, jump to get the momentum forward, then look up as high as you can and seismic slam. With rapid button smashing, this is what it looks like. I definitely recommend jumping into a custom game and trying this out because it can be confusing to learn, but with some practice it gets a lot easier. So with all the movement techs out of the way, here's some tips on getting value out of playing Doomfist due to his movement ability. So general tip number 1 is knowing what powers up Empowered Punch. Here's some heroes' abilities that can give you Empowered Punch. Some of them are more useful than others, however some of these need to be well timed, or some of them are just downtime abilities that they're going to throw at you and you can get Empowered Punch out of. So tip number 2 is getting enemies off the high ground. One of Doomfist's best use of abilities is getting enemies off high ground with punches, or to dive behind them and punch a squishy away from their team to get an easy pick. So here on Hollywood, just seismic slam cancel into punch, and you can knock them onto the low ground. And here on Dorado, you can dive behind this common holding spot and knock a squishy away from their team. And the last tip is slanted wall punches. This is by far the hardest tech to master, and that's due to knowing maps very well and how exactly to pull it off if the scenario arises where you can actually use it. So here on Dorado, I'll show this off. If you punch this shingle just right, you will actually punch up and through the window, and you can punch someone that's standing there. Again, this is a really unique and advanced technique to get down, but it's just something to know. You can also use it when you fall off an edge. You can punch and you'll actually get height. And you can also do it in the reverse, where if you hit your head on something just right, you'll actually punch downwards. And that is everything I know so far as Doomfist. So good luck in your ranked games. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care. STONKS!